time value of money, we'll take some small exercises. These are not very difficult things, but very simple. Okay, so today we'll be doing and manually, and wherever required, we'll also use Excel. And we have already done in the last class something about time value of money. So let me show you a file here, some exercises with formula. These are also available in the Google Drive folder. Whatever PDF I am going to show now is also there in your here. It is there in the Google Drive folder. Okay. So this is your select formulas given here, like future value, then compounding, what happens, then converting nominal to effective or effective to nominal, then continuous compounding, then you have present value, then future value of annuity, then present value of annuity. Annuity means you get a series of payments, same amount with equal interval. So what will happen? One is that you get in future, you bring it to today. Another is that you invest starting from today, starting from now, and go to the n number of periods. Okay. So similarly, you have some more formulas here. Annuity with a constant growth, perpetuity with growth, and annuity due. Okay. So we'll use these formulas with one exercises. So let's go to the first one. It's very simple. What will be the realization at the end of 10th year if 10,000 is invested today when interest rate is 12%? Interest payable annually. What will happen? What will be the formula? So you can have a glance at this. First one talks about annually, second one talks semi-annually, third one talks about monthly, fourth one talks about daily, and fifth one talks about continuously. Please remember this so that when I use the whiteboard, I will not come back to this particular slide. Okay, so 10,000, 12%, and how many years? 10 years. Please keep that in mind. Then we'll go by one. So you have 10,000 rupees. So if it is 12%, right? 12% interest.
Yes, sir.
And 10 number
Yes,
of
sir.
years to the power 10, so you will get extra piece. Something you get, so that is your first bit answer. Okay. Second is what it says. What is the compounding? Semi-annually, correct? So what will happen semi-annually? The 12% will become 0.6, and your time period will become how much? 10 into
20.
2, and this will become 0.1 will become 0.06. Okay, so nothing, very simple then. So 10,000 into 1.06 to the power how much? 20. So you'll get some another amount. So you can, I am not solving it here, you can find it out. Okay. What is happening here? We are dividing by R by M, 1 plus to the power n into m. M is how many times the compounding is done. So in the first case, compounding is 1, so there is no point of m. Second case, semi-annual means compounding twice, so m is 2, so 0.12 by 2, and 10 becomes 20. Similarly, monthly what will happen? It will be 10,000 into 1 plus 0.12 divided by 12 to the power how much? 10 into 12. So you'll get some amount. Right? So next is what? Next one is what? Delhi. What is the next one?
Daily.
Delhi. So no problem. As simple as that. It will be how much? 10,000 into 1 plus 0.12 to divide by 360 to the power 10 into 360, whatever. So whatever amount comes. So obviously, if you look at, if the compounding is more frequently done, your amount in D will be more than C, will be more than B, and B will be more than A. More the compounding, more the value. Is it not? Right? Actually, you will find somebody will say that, yes, you take 1% monthly return, or you will take 13% annual return. Which one will you prefer? Tell me. 1% monthly return versus 13% monthly return compounding versus 13% annual. Which one will go for? An investment option gives two options to you. 1% monthly versus 13% annual.
The 13% annual.
Yes.
The 13%.
There's some noise. So it will be how much? This will be effectively how much? 1 plus 2.01 to the power 12 minus 1. How much it comes to? Somebody can tell me?
1.12.
1 point? Yes. Go ahead.
12.68.
1.1268 minus 1. So obviously we'll go for this one then. Because it's 12.68%, which is lesser than 13%. So you can, like that, you can do. So as a monthly, you have to make it annually compounding and do that. Okay. The last bit was what? Continuous compounding. The last one was continuous compounding. Okay. So continuous compounding means what then? It becomes r by infinite to the power n into infinite. Okay. So what will happen then? What will be the formula then? Anybody who can tell me?
E to the power minus Rn.
E to the power
Rn.
Rn. That means n is to n. R is how much? R is 12 or R is 0.12?
0.12.
0.12. So 10,000 into this one. That's what? What do you
Yes,
say?
sir.
Right? Okay. No problem. Whatever amount comes to is e to the power mr. Standard formula is mr. M is actually n in our case. R is the rate of interest. Okay. Right? E to the power mr, e to the power minus mr.
Plus Mr, sir.
Plus mr, correct. Somebody told initially minus mr, na? You can see here in this slide, P into e to the power n into I. Here n is nothing but your number of years. I is your interest rate. Okay, very good. So this is very simple then. So let's go to another problem. Suppose you are going to receive an annuity of rupees 5,000 for 7 years, starting after 3 years from today. What will be the equivalent amount you would like to receive today? Your expected rate of return is 10%. So how do you go about this one? 5,000 annuity for 7 years, starting after 3 years from today. So if I draw the timeline for this, always you keep in mind, if I draw the timeline, okay, you are at point 0, okay, then you have got what? From when it will start?
3 years.
3 years, right? 3 years from now.
Yes, sir.
7. So like that you have 8, 9 and 10, correct? Okay, space was there. I unnecessarily did that. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you are going to get 3 years from the now. So always you keep in mind you are at the time 0. Today means 0. Okay. So from 3rd year onwards, you are going to get how much? 5,000. For how many years? 7 years. So you will get 5,000 like this, 5,000, 5,000 like this up to 7 years. 7 years means when you will get?
10th year.
7 years means when will be last payment, last receipt?
9.
So 10th year.
9,000. So up to
Okay,
9th year, you will,
ninth.
sorry, not 9th year, you will get this one. Okay, so third year beginning till you have to bring it today. So what do we do now? This particular series, you bring it to when? This series,
0.
you bring it to when? This is an annuity, right? So tell me, what is the annuity here? So the annuity value will be when? Always your formula, whatever you have, your cash flow starts from first year end onward, and you are getting the value at the year beginning. That means 0. That means 1 year gap is there. If I take the annuity of this one, what will be the value? It will be, value will be at the end of year 2 or at the end of 3. This value, when I take the present value. Are you getting my point?
3.
No.
So can you repeat again?
You are going to get the third year end up to 9th year end. So 7 cash flows. That's okay? Right? This is an annuity. So if I apply this formula, let me go back to the formula. If I apply this formula, this is the last one. P is equal to A multiply 1 by I minus 1 by I to the power, then 1 plus I to the n, the last formula. Okay? Right? The P is actually P0. A is actually A1, means first year end cash flow. So P is what? Today. P means P0. Okay? A is the first year cash flow. So there is a gap of what? How many years gap is there between the first cash flow and the present value? How many years are
1
there?
year.
1 year. So if I apply this formula stating that the cash flow will start from third year onward, what will be that P? It will be P1, P2, P3 or P0?
P2.
It will be P2 or I say V2. Okay? Right? So V2 is equal to how much? Yes?
So won't it be 3 years because we are getting the annuity after 3 years from now. So the present year
3 years
would
from
be
now means
0,
today
right?
is 0. Today is 0. Right?
Yeah, so the gap would be 3 years now. How come 1
3
year?
years, 3 years. No doubt, no doubt. Gap is 3 years. Okay. Achha, let me do one thing. Let me make this 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? That's okay, na? Let me go back. Go ahead. Let me go ahead. Okay? Now, where is the 0? Which year? Let's say this is P0. That's okay, na? So, what is my P0 at this point? 5,000 into 1 by, what is the rate of interest by the way? 10%.
Yes, 10%.
10%. So 1 by 0.10 minus 1 by 0.10 into 1 plus 0.10 to the power how many years? How many cash flows are there? 7, right? Okay. This is okay. This is no problem here, na? Assuming your cash flow starting from next year onward. This is okay, na?
Yes, sir.
What happened? Okay.
Yes, sir.
That means what you have taken, this is your cash flow 1, and this is your P0. Okay. If this becomes cash flow 3, what will become this one?
P2.
P2. Okay. That's why I was talking about V2 here. P and V, I am taking a synonym here. Okay. Now what is the value today? What is the value today? What is the V0?
That V2 divided by
P2
1.17.
divided by 1.10 to the power 2, because you are 2 years ahead. that is 2 years ahead actually, so bring it today. Can somebody tell me this value? Can somebody please, all of you, please keep your calculator ready now.
20,117.43.
20,000. Yeah, 20,000. Tell me 20,000. This one 20,000. 700. Tell me. What happened? Arey, tell, go back, go ahead.
20,117.
अनुभव में क्लास में हूँ, ठीक है? Right, ठीक. Yeah, 20,000.
117.43.
Okay, 20,117.4. This will be how much then? 20,117.4 divided by 1 plus 1 to the 2. How much it comes to? Whatever the value, x. So always when you do the time value of money class exercise, na, you please do, you draw the timeline. If you draw the timeline, it will become easier actually. Always draw the timeline so that you will not have any confusion. Okay. So if you have to do this particular thing in Excel, you can do that. Okay, now I'm not going to the Excel. I can tell you the Excel one. Maybe I'll solve it and put it up. Okay. Okay, you had put in the chat also. Good. Actually, when I'm using the whiteboard, I'm not able to see that chat notification. Any doubt? Any doubt at this stage? Okay, let me go to the next exercise, next one. So please try to solve on your own and let me know the answer. Whoever gives the answer first, raise your hand. You get a small brownie for this. Draw the timeline. You are going to get a 5,000 rupees per annum for 4 years starting this year and 7,000 for another 6 years from 5th year onwards. How much would you like to pay for it today when expected rate of return is 8%? Good. If you draw the timeline at least. You can draw the timeline notebook and flash it and share your video. Timeline. You have 1 minute time to do that. First draw the timeline with cash flow marked. Done it? Anyone would like to share? Oh, I have to allow you, na? Oh, then if I allow you to be presenter, then you will remove me from the class. By mistake. Okay.
No, sir. Even attendee can
Oh,
switch
you're
on
able to
their
share
video.
this. Or videos you can do. Sorry, you can switch on the video, right? So no need to allow screen. Sorry. Yeah. Yes, anyone? Tanay, you are showing that?
Yes, sir. So if you can see my video.
Right. Right. Good. You are Amur.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right, Tanaya? Right. 5,000, 1 to 4, 7,000. Very good. So it's total how many years? 10 years? Okay, very good. Right. Thank you. Okay, you can now switch off the video. So Tanay and Amur, you deserve a small brownie. Let me note. Ajay, by the way, Abhyut, last time when today is what date? Today is 8th February. Abhyut, last class you were deserved as, ये ना Abhyut or कौन? Yes, Ravani was declared for just one more girl also I declared, Sheetal or somebody, I don't remember. I forgot to note down the name. Okay, so if I go back to the exercise that you have got 5,000 for 4 years, 7,000 for another 6 years from 5th year onwards. So if I go back to our timeline, so if I rightly done by your students, so you are today at 0. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So first 4 years how much? It is 5,000, 7,000 respectively. Very good. So 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. Then from this onward 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000 like this up to 7,000. Okay. Now how do you solve this problem? What is this effectively? This is what? This is a simple annuity for us, no problem. So your V0 is equal to, okay, let us take this as series 1. This you take as, sorry, series 1 is up to this, up to 4th year. Series 2 is from 5 to 10, right? 5 to 10 or 5 to 9?
5 to 9.
5 to 10.
5
6
to
years.
10.
10, sir. 5 to
6 years.
So 10.
6 years is 5 to 10.
Yes,
Right? Okay, series 1 and series 2. Okay. As far as series 1 is concerned, no problem. How much? 5,000 into PVIFA. I'll write another. I'm using different notations. Point how much? What is the rate of interest? 8%. So 0.08, comma 4 years. Right? What will be that value? Again, 7,000 into PVIFA 0.08, comma how many years?
6.
6. But I have to divide
Divided.
by some, na?
Divided
Because
by
this
0.08 की power 4.
to the power 4 or 5?
4.
4.
4.
Because cash flow status for 0, sorry, 5th. So your annuity will be at the end of year 4. Very good. So you get it now. How much? You do that? You can do it now. So 5,000 into, if I have to put the formula, 1 by 0.08 minus 1 by 0.08 into 1.08 to the power, how much? 4. Whatever value comes, plus similarly 7,000 into 1 by 0.08 minus 1 by 0.08 into 1.08 to the power 6 whole divided by 1.08 to the power 4. Okay? Right? ठीक है तो? Any doubt? Anybody has a doubt?
No, sir.
Should
Sir,
not
why
be.
is that 1 plus 0.08?
Pardon? Which one?
So
Second
why?
one?
Yes, sir, 7,000 below. Why is 1 plus 0.08?
1.08 to the power 4, na? That's what you're asking.
Yes, sir. I'm asking why is there 1 plus?
One. You are talking about this one.
No, sir. The previous step, like why are we adding 1 with 0.08?
Oh, that is the formula.
Oh, okay, sir.
1 plus r na, you are 1 plus r to the power. Your future value is nothing but p into 1 plus r to the power n. So what will be your p value then? F by 1 plus r to the power n. Suppose you are investing at 10%, okay, 10,000 rupees today. What will be the value after 2 years? Tell me. 10,000 into 1.10 to the power 2, whatever value comes, so let's say x. But suppose I have this x, I want to know this value. What will be that then? If this is y, what will be the x then? What will be y?
X by 1.
X by
X by
1.10 to the power 2.
2.
So that's what you are doing, 1 plus r, all those things, correct?
Okay, okay.
By the way, how, I don't know how this got erased. I don't know how it got erased. Anyway. Okay, I hope there is no doubt at this point of time.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, I did
Yes.
out. If you are receiving an annuity or a perpetuity, and we say ki you'll get it after 3 years, so do we assume that at the starting of the period of 3 years, so after 3 years we'll immediately get it, or after 3 years it then another year will go and then we'll get it?
No. After 3 years mean today, from after 3 years mean 3-year end from today. Ordinary annuity
Okay, and if we
means end. Yeah. Yes.
yes, and if we say that you'll get an annuity for 7 years, starting from today of rupees 10,000, so then we'll get 10,000 rupees today or after 1 year?
Today. That is called annuity due.
Okay. So
Okay.
there can be both types. So after 1 year can also be there, and immediate date can also be
That
there.
is called ordinary annuity. Normally, if nothing is mentioned, it is from the end of year today. End of this year. Okay. 1 year
Okay.
from now. If nothing is mentioned, annuity means it will start after one period. Annuity can be also monthly annuity also. Annuity is generic term, but you can also get every month some amount. So nothing is given, it is ordinary. Then it is called ordinary annuity. Ordinary annuity means from end of this period onward. Okay. If it is annuity due, it is known as from the beginning of this period onward.
So what about an ordinary annuity after 1 year? What does that mean?
Ordinary annuity, no need to mention that after 1 year.
Okay.
That will only lead to confusion.
I wanted to say that you will get your first payment 2 years from now. So
then okay, so you bring it to first year end by using ordinary annuity formula and again discount once more 1 by 1 plus r to the power 2 like you are doing here.
no, I wanted to say it like how do I write an ordinary annuity in a question so that it will start after 2 years?
So ordinary annuity, no, then don't mention. You say the cash flow will start from second year end onward.
Okay, yes, sir, understood.
Okay, don't make the life complex, make it easy. Okay, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is very simple. Simply say that the cash flow will start from second year end onward from now. Okay, from now second year onward end. Then you know it is second year end onward. But year 2 end onward. Okay, so bring it to year 1 as an annuity formula. Then from year 1 to year 0 by using simple present value formula. Okay, very good. In fact, there is, of course, I have given the formula already, but still I can try a trick with you. Okay, what happens? if you have got 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, you are at the time of 0. What do we do here? We bring to this, we bring to this, we bring to this, we bring to this, right? Okay. This is called present value, correct? So you discount how many times? 1 plus r to the power 1. This will be 1 plus r to the power 2. This will be 1 plus r to the power 3. This will be 1 plus r to the power 4, correct? In a future value, what happens? Your 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0 has no value. What happens? What happens? 1 will go here, fourth year end. Tell me what will be the multiplication factor? This is 1 by, these are all 1 by, divide by. What will be this one? Into 1 plus r to the power how much? How much?
Whole cube.
3, right, very good. This will go what? 1 plus r to the power 2. This will go what? 1 plus r to the power 1. This will be 1 plus r to the power 0. Okay? Right? So when you combine these 4 values, you get that annuity formula. Which one? This one. Yes. This one. This one you get. Okay? 1 plus I to the power n minus 1 divided by I. And annuity formula is this. So if you have to convert future value of annuity to ordinary annuity to what? Ordinary due. What will happen to these numbers? What will happen to these numbers? If it is ordinary annuity due, what will happen to this number? Anyone?
So they will increase by 1. So 3
Yes,
becomes
because you are
2
now
becomes
here you are assuming at the end of year 1, at the end of year 2, at the end of 3 and year 4. That means you have first year cash flow will be compounded 3 times like that, second year 2 times like that. But if it is at the beginning of the year, means it will be, you will be getting one more interest. So what will happen in everything, every 1 plus r, you will multiply another 1 plus r. So 3 will become 4, 2 will become 3, 1 will become 2 and last one will become 1. So what will happen in that case? If I go to this formula, my formula is what? Future value annuity formula is what? If I write the future value annuity formula, what is that? Yes, tell me. 1 plus, bolo. 1 plus r to the power n minus 1. 1 plus r to the power n minus 1 divided by r. So to this formula, if I have to convert this into annuity what? Due, what should I do now?
So
I
add n
multiply.
plus 1.
I multiply what? 1 plus r. Okay. Similarly, this one 1 plus r to the power 1, 1 plus r to the power 2, 1 plus r to the power 3, like this 1 by 1 plus r to the power n is equal to what? My formula says what? What is my formula? This one. So what I do now, if I write that, it is called 1 by I minus 1 by I 1 plus I to the power what? N. Okay. This is ordinary annuity. PB ordinary annuity. Now if I have to convert this into annuity due, what should I do now? What should I do?
Divide by 1 plus r.
Divide by 1 plus I? Sure? No. Because if I bring it to annuity due, my discounting will be done 1 less. Are you getting my point? If I take this 1 as beginning of the year, should I discount now? Tell me.
No.
Beginning of the year 1 is nothing but today only. So I'll discount how many times less? If I convert into annuity due. What happened? 1 less. That means what will happen this one? It will become what? 1 minus 1. This will become how much? Second one will become how much?
2 minus
2 minus 1. So effectively what do I do? I multiply or subtract, divide? Tell me. To convert.
Multiply.
Huh?
Multiply by
Multiply.
1 plus r.
This is in my, if I have taught this particular concept, maybe nth time by now, okay? Whichever a class I ask this question, the answer was always, the first answer always, sir, divide. I actually deliberately mislead you. I tell the future value first, and you know future value has an effect of compounding, present value has an effect of discounting. So immediately we'll say divide, because that is our mind condition, but it's not. Whether your future value annuity or present value annuity, to convert that into ordinary to annuity due, you just multiply 1 plus r. Don't divide, or both the cases multiply 1 plus r. So you can see here, you can see in this case, in the last one, it is into 1 plus I annuity into 1 plus I, both in case of annuity due for future value as well as for present value. Okay, so be careful about that. Okay, chalo. Now this one, Mr. Kitta is what you know. What is Mr. Kitta? Kitta stands for? Can anybody guess? Kitta stands for what? Nobody can guess it. It is a pseudonym for something. Anyone?
कितना पैसा
You are
बना
not first year students, na? Yes, anyone?
सर कितना पैसा बना कितना अमाउंट
Oh, no. Oh, I didn't know that. Kitna paisa bana? Okay. नहीं. Actually, instead of saying tikka, I wrote kitta. ठीक है. टिक्का याद आ रहा है ना, नहीं याद आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Pardon? कौन बोल रहा था? टिक्का याद आ रहा है तो? Too much याद आ रहा है. Or I should not remind you, okay? You will feel very bad about that, right? You will miss your campus more. Oh, why you hurt us? Anurag is saying. Very good. I am not hurting you. Okay. क्या वो बोलते जले पे नमक डालना बोल रहे हो? अरे ये रिकॉर्डिंग भी हो रहा है. Okay, no problem. So next time I'll try to change my background picture. I'll put some other thing. I'll put टिक्का. टिक्का not there, तो change हो गया. अब नया construction चल रहा है वहाँ पे. ठीक है. So let's go to this one. You are saving for retirement over next 30 years. Please keep in mind these are something which you will face in your life also. Very simple things. Financial planning example. To do this, he will invest 7,000 a month in a stock account, 3,000 rupees in a bond account. Bond means a debt. You will get some interest. Stock will get some return, maybe dividend, etc. Return of the stock account expected to be 11%. Bond will pay 7%. When he retires, he will combine this money into one account with 9%. How much he can withdraw each month from the account, assuming 25-year withdrawal period. So what shall you do now? So let us note down the numbers here. Please keep in the please remember the numbers: 30, 7,000 and 3,000, 11 and 7, 9, 25, 30. Okay, chalo. So what is happening here? 7,000 per month, na? Or per year? Per month.
Per month.
7,000 per month in stock account. stock account carries
11%.
Stock account carries 11%. For my digital writing pad is giving trouble. Conking off. 11%, 30 years, na? Or how many years?
Yes, sir, for 30 years.
Okay. And then ask next one, 3,000.
3,000 in bonds.
3,000 per month in bond, which carries how much? 7%. Also 30 years.
7%.
Yes.
Also 30 years.
Okay.
Yes.
So what will be the future value of this? Future value of first one, future value let's stock, future value of bond. Okay. What will be that? 7,000 into, yes, 1 plus, what is
1
I?
plus 0.
I is how much?
0.11.
Divided by
0.11.
12.
Divided by 12.
Whole divided by 0.11 divided by also 12. This one to the power what?
12 into 13.
12 into 13. 12 into 13. Then next what? Minus 1, na? This is the formula. Okay. Now this one 3,000 into 1 plus 0.07 by 12 to the power 12 into 30 minus 1 whole divided by 0.07 by 12. Okay. So what is my value? This is future value. Future value when? This future value when?
Years later.
After 30.
After 30 years.
Future value
After
30.
30 years.
Can I say that? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Future value 30 is equal to future value S. I'm sorry, yaar, my digital writing pad is giving trouble. I don't know. Future value S plus future value B. Okay. Now what is the next challenge? What is the next challenge then?
Return 0.9.
Pardon?
Return for 9%.
Now it started withdrawing the money as such that they get exhausted in 25 years with an interest of 9%.
So this future value 30 is equal to an amount A to into what is your rate of return? You will put it in which
9%.
account?
9%.
But you are going to withdraw manually or monthly?
Monthly.
So it will be 1 by R means 1 by 0.09 by 12. Then what? Minus. Yeah, what is the annuity formula? Minus 1 by 0.09 by 12 into 1 plus 0.09 by 12 to the power how much? How many installments?
25 into
25
12.
into 12.
25 into 12 means 300 installments. Okay. Now solve for A. So what is A? You solve for it. Not the problem. Na? You can get this value. You can get this value. Then you can get this value. And this is it. Then once you know this one, you can find out the amount. Okay. Should I do it again? No, you can find it out. I have to. You can use the calculator to get the value and do that. I just gave you the framework. Usually you should be able to do it. Correct?